Hey guys, it's Dave Gass. I was telling a YouTube creator kind of this story. A guy named Bruce, super nice guy. I've become friendly with him on YouTube, and he said I should do a video about this story. All right, this goes back 1990, our honeymoon, and we went on a cruise on Royal Caribbean. I can't. We went to St. Martin, St. Thomas, Jamaica, and Mexico. That's where it went. And they have their own piece of island in Haiti. You go there for some cookout thing or whatever. But it was a great time. Back then, we were 24, 25. And oh God, we were so innocent. So innocent, naive, and we had never vacationed anywhere in our lives. And now I don't know how it is on other cruise lines, the newlyweds sit with the newlyweds. And you all, click. We clicked with one couple. Oh my God, husband and wife police officers and from Indiana. They were hilarious, and great people. They made our honeymoon even better than it already was. And one single guy, he was celebrating his divorce. He was there with his daughter. She was, late 20s or whatever. And this guy was a professor. And open wallet. When I tell you, I can't even imagine how much money he spent on all of us for drinks and everything. And he was hilarious, this guy. But anyways, that's not the story. We get off in Jamaica, and I see people parasailing. I'm not scared of heights. I'm claustrophobic. I am not scared of heights. And I said to my wife, I got to do that. And these things were going as high as the hotels. Thing I didn't know or notice, down further, there were like those cigarette racing type boats, and they would put you on there and they would crank you out. So you would lift up and then they'd crank you back. I did not see those boats. These two Jamaican guys pull up to us in this little piece of crap boat with the engine on the back, and he says, "You want to go parasail?" I said, "Yeah." They actually put the parachute on me. When I think of this now, oh my God. Put me on a ramp, a floating wooden ramp, and said, "Oh, the wind will catch the parachute and you'll just go up." Yeah, that's not what happened. The boat takes off, sploosh, right in the ocean, face first. Twisted all my clothes up. I lost one of my flip-flops, pool shoes, whatever you want to call them. Then the thing yanked me right up out of the ocean. And once I got up there, it was heaven. Heaven, heaven, heaven. A little scary when they turn, because the parrots, it'll do that. But I'm up there, and all the couples that were newlyweds and stuff were on the front of the Royal Caribbean ship cheering me on. Everybody else was scared to do it. And they're all cheering me on. I can see them. Now I start thinking, okay, how am I going to land? They expected to come down. They kept circling, and I was getting lower, 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 and that I was going to land on that platform. Platform was probably, I don't know, 18 by 18. There's no way you're flying out of the sky like that and at that speed. I mean, you're going fast, and you're going to land on that thing. There is no way, and I'm glad I didn't. I shot right by that platform once again, right into the ocean, face first. ripped my clothes right off. I mean, shirt torn right off. I still had my swim trunks on, but they were like at my knees, and I lost my other flip flop. I pull it up, and everybody on the ship's cheering, cheering, cheering. So then I look up, and I see other people on that boat where they're cranking people out nice and safe. I'm like, oh my God, I could have died. What if I would have hit the front of that plank? I would have died on our honeymoon. So now the boat comes, picks me up, and I had two 20s on me. It was supposed to be $25. I said to the guy, it's 40 bucks, give me change, and I'll give you a tip. Which I shouldn't have given him a tip because he almost killed me. No, I gave him the 40 bucks, gone, which that trip in Jamaica, we were there for a day or a day and a half. That's pretty much how it went. It was, we were in some city, and all day it was young kids demanding money off us. Then we went to some waterfall, and this young couple, she had a flower, and he says, hey, let me take your camera and I'll take a picture for you guys in front of the waterfall. It was, back in 1990, I think that camera was over $1,000. It was a Canon camera with the zoom and all that. My wife was into photography. They wouldn't give us back the camera unless we gave them like 25 bucks or something. So I was not too happy with Jamaica, but that crash into the ocean, oh my God. I think about that. If I would have hit that ramp, I would have died. Now, that day we got married, some couple we kept running into, they used the same church as us, the same photographer, the same flower person, flower woman, and the same videographer. So we kept running into them. Our, whatever you call it, the party after the wedding, we had at different places. And the guy died on their cruise, on their honeymoon. It was the same day, same week. We went on a cruise. They went to Aruba. And he did not know how to swim. And he got swept under by an undertow, and he died. They were also 24, 25. His wife had a nervous breakdown. Her family had to go out to Aruba to get her. Now, and they were together since they were kids, junior high or whatever. Nice young couple. So the flower girl and the videographer, they worked together. And we went over the video guy's house, and the flower woman was there, and they were telling us, you know that couple that was with you guys? That guy died. Like, we did his wedding and his funeral in the same week. I was stunned. But I'm lucky I wasn't on that list. Like I said, if I would have hit the front of that ramp, probably was like that thick, all solid wood with some sand type stuff on top. But yeah, oh my God, was that crazy. That whole trip was insane. The money we spent, the drinking, my wife, no, me, yes. When that liquor bill came under the door, oh my God, my wife almost had a heart attack. But you got to remember, back then, I think it was only Grolsch beer and Red Stripe. And the Grolsch was the big ones. So they were expensive. And obviously, you buy for people at your table and whatnot, different things you go to, different shows at night and whatever. But yeah, what a great time. Oh my God. We had the time of our lives. Then a couple of months later, we went on a carnival cruise, and that was even more fun because it was geared more towards younger people. Like the Royal Caribbean, the nightclubs were empty at night. There was a lot of old people back then. It's not like that anymore from what I hear. But the carnival, oh my God, we had so much fun. The cruise director, he was probably one of the most enjoyable people I've ever met in my life. He was a professional comedian from, I believe it was London. And this guy just made everybody have a great time. He was young. And when I tell you, this guy was having a great time. You know, his cabin is up top. And holy moly. Every single girl on that ship that was a 10, I saw them heading up to his suite. He'd grab a 6-pack of beer, and he on that ship they had Heineken. He was drinking Heineken, and he would. And I became friendly with the guy, and I was talking to him about it, and he goes, "Yeah, but you know, it wears you out. It's a short life. You do it, and you take a break, and you do it, and you take a break. But whew, those 2 trips were beyond wonderful. And that trip right there, oh, talk about bad. We get home to Boston on a Sunday night. It's wintertime, and there had been a blizzard here. And we had left early. We left on a Wednesday because there was going to be a blizzard. We didn't want to miss the cruise and the flight. And we stood in Miami on the beach for a few days. That was fun. And we went into Miami and all that. But we get back on a Sunday night, and all I had on were shorts and a t-shirt, and it was freezing out. Thinking, yeah, we're just gonna go to the car. We had our car, my wife's car. No, she had a flat tire. Oh my God. So I had to, in the snow, in my shorts with a t-shirt, get on my hands and knees and change a flat tire, drive from Boston all the way 50 miles or more, 60 miles to where we live. It was 1, 2 in the morning, and I had to be up at whatever, 5, 6 in the morning to go to work. Oh my God. But yeah, that was the fun on some of our cruises. Dave Gas out.